It's a goal! Can you believe it? It's extraordinary.
Tonight on Footy SA, we go inside Port Adelaide's stunning defeat at Geelong. How did they get it done against the top of the table Cats? And we preview the big one. It's Adelaide going to Geelong this week. Taylor Walker on the agenda. And also, Bernie wants to take a look at Eddie Betts. Stay tuned and buckle up for Footy SA. Good evening and welcome to Footy SA. Massive show coming up, lots on the agenda. So let's welcome in my co-host, Adelaide legend, best and fairest winner, Bernie Vince. Bernie.
Thanks for having me again, Kane. Good to be in here. Good win by your mob.
It was a good win. It was a good win. So let's get straight into it because I'm a bit happy about this.
Yeah, I know. You're strutting around.
Not sure about your beard though. But it is time for the Kia Big Moments. The V6 Twin Turbo Kia Stinger is the West Australian car of the year. What about Port Adelaide and how tough and hard they were at the contest? Let's take a look at the work that they did, the pressure they put on their ball carrier, ability to win ground balls, Bernie, and also dominate the contested possession.
Yeah, right from the outset, they jumped Geelong, didn't they, and surprised them really, come out of the block strongly, and we all thought, you know, Geelong would get going,
Yep.
but Port Adelaide didn't allow them to play their style of footy they played all year, so they'll be a bit concerned about that, Geelong, because I think they thought they were just going to get it done pretty easily.
Yeah, it's the 8th time they've lost off the bye, so concerns there for Geelong after they have a break. But it was a big week for Port Adelaide last week. Of course, they dropped two best and fairest winners in Westhoff, and Ryder, also Sam Pepper, paid the price.
Yep.
I reckon it can go one of two ways. You don't get the result, or it gives everyone a massive wake-up call. Clearly, it put a bit of a rocket through the group.
Oh, it certainly does, and makes the decision, well, it's worked, hasn't it? Because whether they like it or not, they went out of the side and the team played better. So well done, Ken Hinkley. Bold move.
Have a look at that. Plus 36 in contested possession against Geelong, who were the best contested ball side coming into the game. 16 in clearances and 17 in ground ball gets. Scott Lysett has been out of form, as has his ruck partner, Paddy Ryder, which we've spoken about. But this is his best game at AFL level, 24 disposals, 9 clearances. He had 14 hit-outs and was influential, so he's back.
Yeah, dominant. And he came over to be the number one man.
Yep.
And he was the number one man on the weekend, so well done to him. But now he set a benchmark or a standard that he has to live up to, and that's what Port Adelaide need every week from him.
I just wonder what it means for Paddy Ryder, who was in the stands, and it would have been really difficult for him. He wants to be the number one man. Two of them haven't worked together, so I don't know if they can go back there now.
Yeah, well, it's certainly, they've beaten the top team. They've beaten the most informed team we've seen in the last few years at the moment. So what do you do? What happens?
I think that now they've got the preferred model. Now, clearly it's reliant on the fitness of Charlie Dixon, who does the forward line ruck work when Ryder's not there. If he stays fit, I'm not sure Ryder gets back in.
So what do you say? Are you saying there's no position for him at Port Adelaide anymore?
I don't think he'll be there next year. Now, that's not to say he won't play some important footy towards the back half if they push towards the finals. But if you're picking their best 22 in the structure of the side, on the back of 1 week, they looked a lot better with Charlie Dixon back in, which we'll look at a little bit later on in the show and his role into the side. Another key matchup on the weekend, Kia Big Moment number 3, was Tom Cleary v Hawkins. Once again, another Port Adelaide player who had just been down on form for 2 or 3 weeks. This was a smashing of the game's one of best forwards. You have one kick, Tom Hawkins, no goals.
One kick, that's not a great night.
That's reminiscent of you on Dangerfield.
Well, I think I read somewhere where he had no marks for the first time in his whole career on the night.
Really?
So no marks and only one kick. So unbelievable effort, because he's right up there in the Coleman and dominating the season. But it was a bit like Geelong's night, wasn't it?
Yep.
He was quiet, and well done to Cleary.
Now, we can't do a show without you having some sort of crack at me. So on the rundown it says, Kane on Sunday footy show, Bernie sets up. What do you want to talk about
Well,
here?
I think you've just done it.
You're not going
I
here
just want
again,
to show you a little clip what you did on Sunday.
Oh, here we go. It's the volcano.
What is the volcano? Who came up with that?
Well, it was the Sunday footy show, people. But I just had we'll get into the tweets. Tex was at it again, and he sort of reignited this little feud, which I think's a bit of fun, but I don't think your mate thinks it's that funny. Here's how it started, Bernie. So there was fire, there was chaos at SEN on Friday, and I just had a bit of a joke as a past fireman. I'm really concerned about this. Was taking the mickey out of my tenure in the fire brigade. Not sure Tex saw it that way.
So you went back into the well, went back to the Richmond Grand Final. Was that just to whack him again, just to remind him?
No, because he fired back and he started all this, your mate. And I've got a theory that he only tweets when he plays well.
Oh.
So I went back, had a look at the Grand Final. Not only did he go missing on the field on Grand Final day, he disappeared off social media for a month.
Did he play?
He didn't play. He didn't tweet for a month.
But I thought, we might just let it rest. But you've gone again today, saying he's your favourite Crow ever. Well, now, that's a little stir-up.
Let's have a look, because Adelaide tweeted about their favourite Crow. They just wanted to do a bit of a social experiment, and I said Taylor Walker's my favourite ever Crow. But let's move on, because I'm sick of talking. There it is. That's true, though.
That's just trying to reignite something.
True.
That's just trying to reignite something. I know how you work. You just want another comment back, and you'll probably get it.
No, that's true.
You'll get a clip.
I probably will get it, only if he plays well, though, on the weekend. Bernie, he's at the placement for the Kia Top 7. We love this part of the show, and what caught your attention this week?
A few things this week. I want to start with Port Adelaide's pre-game. Now, this never tear us apart. This is, I don't support Port Adelaide.
No.
But I love this.
Yeah,
I do really love this, and it combines everyone, gets everyone together before the start of the game. Brilliant. Well, what about Pickett here? We saw him take a big mark the other week. Have a look at that from a goal. That is Eddie Betts-like.
Wow.
We should seriously be starting to look at this guy. What about this? This is the Crows esports team.
Oh.
Here's you, Kane. That's you. If you're an esports player, that is you with your muscles out. What about the Crows boys here? Out and about. Notice all their shirts are on. Not like the Port Adelaide guys last week, but have a look at
I hope they weren't drinking, though.
No, they weren't.
Big
Water. They were on the waters. Oh, what about this? Charlie Dixon, first game back. Just, what's he talking? Obviously very, very boring, but this is what I liked. Oh, no. Let him yawn. Because come out and goes bang. And wasn't he pumped up, fired up? He was loving it.
Yep.
And I can't leave you out, Kane.
Oh, no.
You've changed the profile pic.
What now?
I didn't realise. The profile pic. Have a look. And Lucy, your wife, you're obsessed.
Yes.
Just leave him alone. And I noticed you get your mate little Polek in there too. That's a little clip too.
Yeah,
so it's a double one.
Infatuated by my man, Xavier Dermott. Very, very well played by you, Bernie. We've got to go now to a barista-made C coffee break, but plenty more on the agenda when we come back with Footy SA next, including a close look at the difference Port Adelaide made on the weekend. You are watching Footy SA. Charlie Dixon's first game back in for Port Adelaide. I want to take a close look at the difference he makes to their structure when he's back into the side. Not big numbers for Charlie Dixon, just 8 disposals and a goal, but the numbers don't tell the story. His ability not to get out marked and bring the ball down to the crummers here is something Port Adelaide haven't had all year. They haven't had that target there. And I thought also the way that he gets the Geelong defence nervous. So we're going to stop it here. 1-on-1, 6 forwards. I love it. Colin Jasney's worried about Robbie Gray. He goes with him, allows Dixon the 1-on-1 with an All-Australian Blixarves and looks good. Once again, Travis Boat's going to mark this. He's got confidence to roll. He knows he's got Dixon. Isolation, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If not for a poor kick from Boat, Dixon takes another mark inside 50. They took 13 marks inside 50 on the night, Port Adelaide, and you make the defence nervous. I mean, that it's a soft free kick, but that's a result of a defence being nervous about his presence there. They haven't had it all year. This one, once again, isolation. We see 3 forwards working on their own in space. Yes, he gives the free kick away here, Charlie Dixon, but when he gets more touch and when he gets sharper, he'll be marking those. A great performance from Charlie Dixon, a huge difference he makes to the Port Adelaide side. One man who we think won't be there on the weekend, Bernie, is Carl Amon. He got himself a week for this hit on Gary Rowan.
Let's have a look at Gary Rowan. Oh, just off the footy as well. Here's a second look at Carl Amon, who...
So it's off the ball, Bernie. He's in a bit of trouble. I've got no issue with that being a week. He's probably unlucky. I don't think it was anything malicious in it, but fair enough, probably a week.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. Gary Rowan wasn't looking, and it was way off the ball. So, yep, can't do that. Week, fair.
Yep, let's go to the votes from Saturday night. It was a great team performance from Port Adelaide. It's for Repco Authorised Service Centre, your local mechanic with the nationwide backing of Repco. Book your next car service at repcoservice.com, and we got all 5 in.
What a surprise.
We got all 5 in.
I thought you might have.
Lyson was terrific. Cleary was great on Hawkins. Robbie Gray also back to his best. Thought Houston into the midfield was sensational. And Carl Amon, who we just spoke about, won't be there. I thought he was instrumental with his run and carry. There's the leaderboard. Travis Boak didn't get in the 5 on the weekend. Didn't think he kicked the ball that well, despite having big numbers. But Brad Crouch, Rory Sloane, Boak, the other Crouch and Tom Lynch. We've got to get some more Port players in there.
Well, you got to start giving them all votes, mate.
Yeah.
You
I just don't hand out
them out
votes at willy-nilly. You've got to earn your votes in this. On this, it's a big prize, Bernie.
Stir them up. You're trying to get the best out of them, which was good. You
And
got
it
the best
worked.
out of them. It worked.
And I reward
So now
them.
they'll lose next week because you gave all 5.
Last week we spoke about Tom Jonas and the hit where he was, we think, concussed. This was against Fremantle. Now, he didn't come off the ground. He stayed out there. He brushed the trainers off. We showed this last week. He said after this vision, that he passed all 16 concussion test questions on the ground, and that's why he was clear to play. Now, we weren't sure about this.
I was not sure about this. So what I thought I'd do is, and I said it at the time, that I would run you through a cognitive screening test.
We're doing a live concussion test on air.
Yes, and if you pass this, honestly, you will be a genius one day, which you're not at the moment. Okay, we'll start easy. Orientation, this one's called.
Right.
What month is it?
It's June.
Just a little bit quicker, please. What is the date today?
The date is the 24th of June,
Don't
2019.
Don't repeat the question because it gives you extra time to think about it. I know all these tricks, you know.
Sorry.
What is the day of the week?
It is Monday.
Okay. What year is it? You've already answered that.
Yep.
I'll give you that.
It's easy.
All right. So I said I'm just getting
okay.
started.
Easy.
Okay.
Walking
This is
apart.
immediate memory. So good luck with this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read you a list of words and you've got to say them backwards, okay? Finger, penny, blanket, lemon, insect.
I've got to just repeat them back to you.
Oh, just repeat them back to me. I'll
Give
let
them
you.
to me again.
This is cheating.
Finger, blanket, penny. That's all I got.
That's pretty good.
3.
Three out of 5.
right.
I'll give you that in the wrong order, so I can't give you that. Candle, paper, sugar, sandwich, wagon.
Candle, paper, sugar, sandwich, wagon.
Not bad.
Can I play?
Finger. This is no.
Come
You
on,
can't
we're
get
live
finger,
on air.
candle, penny, paper, blanket, sugar, lemon, sandwich, insect, wagon.
Finger, candle, blanket, penny.
No.
Finger,
No.
sandwich, wagon.
Nope, you're out. This is not looking good for you, Kane.
So what we're trying to say, and the point we're trying to prove, is that Tom Jonas said that he answered 16 concussion questions when he was on the ground and he was cleared to play.
I've only asked you 5 or
Do
6.
you believe it?
No, I don't. But I want to ask you this because this
Right.
you should. If you can get this, I'll let you play. I'll let you continue hosting.
Last one.
Numbers backwards, please. 493.
493.
No, backwards.
943.
So you're not. You cannot host anymore. Listen to the question. 629.
926.
Yes.
Yes.
You're getting it.
Thank you.
17926.
972.
No, you cannot host. I'm taking over.
Now,
Switch.
your mate Taylor Walker, how many would he pass? 'Cause
Well-
if that was the case, he shouldn't be out there every week.
There's a minimum standard.
Yep.
And
He doesn't pass
He had to
it.
keep going back in to try and get minimum standard. That's how well he was going.
That's the inside word from an AFL player on the concussion test. So if you've ever wondered, what is this concussion test that you do? It's tough.
That is it. And yes, I can't see how they asked him all those questions in that 6-second period.
And I haven't been drinking and I'm not concussed and I still failed. This is Footy SA doing it all thanks to the barista-made Sea Coffee, and we'll be back after the Sea Coffee break. You are watching Footy SA, all thanks to our good friends at Kia, home to Australia's best 7-year warranty, and OTR, who are always making life easy. Speaking of which, Bernie is at the Plasma for a different take on the OTR takeaway today. Kick goals and tackle life problems close to the time with OTR and their 24-hour convenience. Eddie Betts on the agenda tonight.
Eddie Betts.
Extraordinary.
He tries things that I don't even dream about, and he doesn't. He kicks them. We'd get in trouble. I think of the consequences before doing this stuff. He obviously doesn't. But I just want to take you through 4 of what I think are his best this year.
Just this year?
This year, by the way. You have a look at these. First one here against Fremantle. Look at this. Pretty good. Picks it up. Snaps it. That's meant to bend the wrong way as well. I don't know how he gets them going the other way. Next one against Richmond.
From the pocket.
He actually runs to the boundary and make that harder.
No.
That one is meant to bend right to left. How does that go through? This one, I was at this game. This is
the best.
unbelievable.
This is the
Flicks
best of the
through.
lot.
This is only number 2, mate. That is unbelievable.
That was in
how
game
he does
300.
that was one of the ceiling goals too. But have a look at this one. This is my favourite. Punches out, nearly out of bounds, left foot, banana, through it goes. Put your glasses down.
Yeah, I
And
tell you
this
what,
year.
that last one is going to be hard to beat for goal of the year.
For goal of the century.
Yeah, goal of the century.
That's unbelievable.
And there was 3 pockets there. Which one is his? Not sure.
Yeah, well, I thought he only kicked good goals down at the scoreboard end, but he did have one there down the other end.
Any pocket you like. That
Any
was the
pocket.
OTR takeaway. Well done, Bernie. OTR making life easy. Now, it is the bye week for Adelaide. They didn't play on the weekend, so a good time to look at Bernie's report card on how he has seen their performance this year. You've given them an A-.
Yeah, gave him an A-. I think they'd be pretty happy where they're at the moment, sitting 5th after the midway point. Good draw to come. So that's obviously where the room to grow is. I think they could be an A or an A+ by the end of the season. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're definitely pushing for top 4 and capable of that. A little bit depends on injury. They're saying Talia will be okay this week, also Kelly. Not as confident on Lynch, who's still got that calf, and Jenkins we know is going to miss about a month. So, as every team is, they're relying on their best players being out there.
Yep, and I've just mentioned there on the screen, their key, they play well when their key, well, not so much their key forwards, but their forwards are in form. So, you notice the form of Walker, Jenkins, I know he's injured now, but even Betts is starting to get going a bit, and Adelaide are starting to get going. So, I think that's just crucial. Their midfielders are really reliable. I think there's no problem there, and their backs have been really good with Keith and Hardigan and Talia. They've been really solid.
Speaking of Hardigan, he joined the guys on SEN SA this morning. He spoke about the potential matchup on Geelong superstar forward Tom Lynch.
Port played extremely well. They brought great pressure, and every time the ball went to the Hawk, there was numbers helping out Cleary, which was what we're going to try and do as well. Probably Charles, he'll be right from his quad, and he'll get up and go to Hawk. So it's about me and Keithy trying to support him as much as possible.
Going to be a big matchup, massive game Friday night. To tell us all about it from Sportsbet, Nathan Brown for games this Thursday and Friday. With Sportsbet, if you go 12 up at any break, you get paid out as a winner. Conditions apply. Brownie, gamble responsibly. Welcome.
Thanks very much, Kane. Massive game Friday night down at the Cattery. Now, Adelaide haven't travelled down there since mid-2017, but they were $3.80 before Geelong lost on the weekend to Port Adelaide into $3.10, just drifted a little bit back out to $3.15, but a lot of money for Adelaide on the back of that win. Now, the Cats at $1.30, very short, but you might like to have a look at the 1 to 39 markets. I reckon that's where about the game is. Geelong haven't been blowing sides away, so it's either here at $2 or here at $3.75. That's where I reckon the market is. As we roll on, Port Adelaide should be able to count for the Bulldogs. They're pretty short there, and so you might want to look at the big win, little win again. I think that they can do a number on the Bulldogs. Not going that well, the Dogs. I didn't think they played that well. Collingwood didn't play that well on the weekend, but I'd be looking somewhere around here. I think it could be a 40-pluser against the Bulldogs at home. As we lead to the Brownlow medal market, first of all, Brad Crouch and Travis Boak, $151 at round 1. So massive. And I think he would have just as many votes as him at the moment. $67 Tim Kelly was at the start of the season. Premiership market, pretty much the same. Geelong got into $3. They just drifted out a little bit, but money continues to come for Adelaide, who got as high as $67 when they lost 3 games in a row earlier on in the season. So at $14. And the cricket tomorrow night, I tell you what, it's the first time David Warner and Steve Smith will be playing against England since it was a sandpaper, I think, some sandpaper that went on. The Aussies are outsiders, but the mega bet that I put together, I like. Steve Smith, David Warner, to both make 50. I think it's a pretty good price at $5.25. Davey Warner's hit 250s and 200s already. Look, we don't like sandpaper. We don't like the Poms either. Gamble responsibly.
Well played, Brownie. Absolutely. We don't. Everyone will be watching that. Plenty more on the other side of this, including our Balfours Sample update on the other side of this barista-made Sea Coffee break. This is Footy SA for Kia, home to Australia's best 7-year warranty and OTR. Kick goals and tackle life problems close to the siren with OTR and their 24-hour convenience. One game, or a big game in the sample, I should say, on the weekend. It was Glenelg taking on Central, and order has been restored with the Bays back up to the top of the ladder. How about this performance from Glenelg? 19 goals, 9 if you don't mind, 123 to Central 7, 12, 54. It was a domination. Liam McBean's been in good form, the former Richmond player. He kicked 6, Bernie.
Very good, wasn't he? And that's an old-fashioned smacking, that.
Yeah, it is.
From Glenelg. Very good, looking very good, your mob. Can they go all the way, though? Been a long time.
That has been a long time. 1986 was the last time Glenelg won a flag. He went back-to-back in 85 and 86 when my old man was coach.
He'd be getting excited.
Yeah, he would be getting excited. But the problem with Glenelg is they've been to a lot of grand finals since then and continually let everyone down. So the supporters, there's a bit of hope, but you don't get too carried away as a Glenelg supporter.
Yeah, okay, so we'll just wait until the big stuff starts.
Yeah, but it's looking good. That was a percentage boost, putting them on top of the ladder with Adelaide, of course, equal on 8 wins as well. Norwood in third, South Sturt rounding out the 5, and North Adelaide still
-2.
after 11 games are on -2.
If that, I want them to finish on -2, just so we can say someone's finished on
Well,
-2.
they're not going to win this week because they play Port Adelaide with Westhoff, Ryder, Pepper. Good luck. Check out the Buy Balfours Pie with a Sandful ticket. Also go to balfours.com.au to get involved in that. That is a magnificent deal. And catch up on any of the best bits of tonight's show with the SEN app. You can download that and check it out. There it is right there. Bernie, some big games this weekend. We'll start with Friday night because Adelaide, not sure they got a great record in Geelong. In fact, no team has a good record in Geelong.
No,
you give them
tough.
any chance.
Well, I gave Port Adelaide no chance last week and they got up, but I think Geelong will be looking to rebound after last weekend, so I think they'll get it done.
The worst result for the Crows was Geelong losing on the weekend.
Port Adelaide thought of that.
And Port Adelaide win?
Yes,
Surely
easily.
they win. We'll tell you all about it next Monday night. Have a great week.